Chapter 10, The Closed Mind. The manor felt quieter than usual. Not because it had changed, but because Draco had. After the forest, after the movement, the reactions, the constant alertness, the stillness of the halls felt almost unnatural. Controlled. Too controlled. He walked slowly, his steps measured as always, but his attention was elsewhere. He didn't go to the window. Didn't pick up his wand. Instead, he sat down. Still. Silent. Focused. Let's begin. There was no system prompt. No tutorial. No guidance. Only fragments of memory. And what little he knew from the future. Occlumency wasn't about power. It was about defense. Control. Isolation. The ability to separate thought from thought. And hide them. Completely. Draco closed his eyes. His breathing slowed. Inhale. Exhale. The same rhythm he used for magic control. But deeper. More internal. Clear your mind. Simple in theory. Impossible in practice. Thoughts came instantly. Uninvited. Uncontrolled. Memories of his past life. Fragments of Draco's childhood. The system. The forest. Everything. All at once. Draco's brows furrowed slightly. Too noisy. He tried to push them away. Force them out. Suppress them. But that only made it worse. More chaotic. More unstable. Draco exhaled sharply, opening his eyes. Wrong approach. Forcing control wasn't control. It was resistance. And resistance created pressure. He closed his eyes again. This time. He didn't push. Didn't suppress. He observed. Each thought. Each memory. Each feeling. He let them pass. Like watching a river flow. Not interfering. Not reacting. Just watching. At first. It didn't change much. But slowly. Very slowly. The flow began to calm. Not silent. But quieter. More organized. Draco focused on that. On the space between thoughts. Small. Faint. But there. That's it. He held on to that space. Expanded it. Not by force. But by awareness. By letting go of everything else. Time passed. He didn't know how long. Minutes. Maybe longer. But eventually. He felt it. A moment. Brief. Fragile. But real. Silence. Not complete. Not absolute. But enough. A gap. A pause. A place where nothing intruded. Draco's breathing slowed further. His body relaxed slightly. His mind. For the first time. Felt still. Then. It broke. A single thought slipped in. And everything shattered. The silence collapsed instantly. Noise returned. Stronger than before. Draco opened his eyes. His chest rose slightly faster now. So that's how hard it is. A single distraction. And everything fell apart. System notification. New skill detected, occlumency, incomplete. Current level, 1%. Draco stared at the message. Then. A slow, quiet smile formed. Good. Very good. Because that meant it worked. Even a fraction. Even 1%. Was proof. He leaned back slightly, exhaling. No frustration. No disappointment. Just calculation. This will take time. More than magic control. More than combat. Because this wasn't physical. It was mental. And the mind was far more unstable. Draco stood up slowly. His body felt heavier than before. Not tired. But strained. Like something had been used. Deep inside. He walked toward the mirror. Stopped. Looked. The same face stared back. Blonde hair. Gray eyes. Calm expression. But now, there was something else. A faint sharpness. Not visible. But present. 1%. He said it quietly. Not mocking. Not dismissive. Just acknowledging it. Then I'll make it 10. His gaze didn't waver. Didn't doubt. Didn't hesitate. Because he understood something now. Power wasn't built in moments. It was built in fragments. Small gains. Repeated. Refined. Draco turned away from the mirror. His thoughts already shifting. Magic control, improving. Combat, initiated. Awareness, enhanced. Acclimacy, started. The foundation was forming. But it still wasn't enough. Not for what was coming. Not for what he had heard. Not for what he knew. His fingers curled slightly at his side. I need more. Not recklessly. Not blindly. But strategically. More talents. More knowledge. More advantages. And soon. Very soon. He would leave this place. Hogwarts. The real stage. The real battlefield. Draco walked toward the door, his steps steady once more. The hesitation was gone. The uncertainty. Fading. Because now. He wasn't just preparing. He was evolving. And the moment someone tried to look into his mind, they wouldn't find fear. Or confusion. Or weakness. They would find nothing. The boy who once struggled to control a spark was now learning to control silence itself. And that was far more dangerous. The next step had begun. And Draco Malfoy was no longer just changing fate. He was preparing to defy it completely.